Welcome to the first and probably the final episode. We don't know. So, here are on our show, here is me, Usk, and here is Arnt. Or was it Arnt? Which one is it?
It's just Arnt, that's it.
Oh, okay. I can see it right here now.
Oh, you sure? Okay, but yeah.
Tell me. Now we're going to talk about old movies. So which movies, what is Apocalypse Now?
Well, speaking of that, Apocalypse Now is a 1979 war movie directed by Francis Ford Coppola about, that's the plot, but the movie is a Vietnam movie. That's the simplest factors. That's the most oversimplified version of it. It's just a war movie.
Well, that sounds fun. Now then, what do you like about this movie? Since you're the expert here.
Well, I love the movie really much because it's dark, it's gritty, it's dirty. It's like war is not cool at all.
Ukraine can simply agree with that.
Yeah, probably that, but oh, I am a cramp. Yes, I had my leg. I got a cramp from my leg, but
let's continue.
Yeah, let's continue. But yeah, the plot line of the movie is that the captain in the military named General Willard is tasked with going up a river in Cambodia to kill a rogue general who is criticized for his violent executions, which is hypocritical because the U.S. Army literally just drops napalm on innocent civilians, which is like hypocrisy in its finest.
Exactly. Now, what is the plot?
I just talked about the plot.
Oh, okay.
Dude going up river to kill another dude.
All right. What happened in the production? Go on every detail, except don't take it too long because we don't have that much time here.
Yeah.
Stupid producers.
Those dang suits. But yeah, the production of Apocalypse Now is something that you should be grateful for not being a part of. Basically, it's based on a book called Heart of Darkness.
Books! That's disgusting.
Yeah, books. It's really disgusting. Anyways, it's based on a book from Heart of Darkness from the 1800s, and it's about a British ship going up a river in Africa to slay a rogue British general. Same with this concept, and it's a good book and all. And in 1972, Francis Ford Coppola read it and was like, "Oh, that's a good book. I want to make that a movie."
Sounds amazing.
And it's just like, hey, why can't we do it in a more modern setting? Take like, hey, it's 1972. What is the most heated thing in history now? Well, he just cranked up the news, saw the Vietnam War was still going. It's like, yes, let's make a movie about that. And then he contacted his bros, Steven Spielberg and George Lucas, to direct it. But Steven Spielberg was a bit busy making, a shark monster movie.
And I'm pretty sure, George Lucas, worked on a small movie that I can't quite get my head around.
Yeah.
Space, bulls, space, lasers, space, samurais, what is it?
Space ninjas?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, you might have heard of it. But,
it seems like a very obnoxious series.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, the script was finalized. The studio and company approved it. It's like, hey, Heart of Darkness is like one of the most award-winning books of the past 100 years. So why not make it into a modern Vietnam movie? And then they got the cast crew, they got the money, they got the equipment. The question was, how do we make it? And it was like, And some people said, hey, why can't we just actually go to Vietnam and actually shoot the movie?
Sounds like a stupid idea.
Yeah, because we can't just make a movie in the middle of an active war zone, you dingus. So yeah,
Someone was on crack and someone is getting fired.
probably yeah. So there's like, so they agree that they will go to the Philippines because the climate and tropics there are a lot more like accurate to what Vietnam is like, and plus they have U.S. choppers right there. So they got settled and they flew the cast and crew to Vietnam. They built all the sets, and the typhoon came and destroyed them.
Sounds like a wrecking ball.
No, a wrecking building.
Wrecking building, yeah.
But no, it's literally just a wrecking ball, but air.
Well, now I'm interested.
But yeah, so yeah, so the movie continued. So the production began on a very bad start with all of them being destroyed. And when they rebuilt the sets, they were like already $20 million over budget. And when they actually like filmed the river scene, they actually used real dead bodies.
Wow, that's a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Yeah, and they got it from the local grave robber.
Oh.
Wow, just imagine that. Just like, hey, we can't afford dummies, so let's just afford real dead bodies.
Sounds more expensive. Or because lawsuits.
No, it's actually quite cheaper in the Philippines. Remember, everywhere is not the United States, you know?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, basically, they have filmed some scenes, and the toll was already taken on this crew. They got a bunch of few famous actors, like Marlon Brando, who was one of the first people to win the Oscars in the 50s, and then basically, he just shoved up on set, and he was fat, like humongously fat. And it's like, I don't want to show my fatness on camera because I'm insecure. And then there was like, so they had to resort to shooting his face in close-up darkness so they could hide his stature. But
Sounds like a stupid idea.
yeah, I mean, like, hey, at least you get his face in, which is something. But
Yeah.
then problems began to arise even more because he didn't bother reading the book of Heart of Darkness. He didn't even read the script for his damn movie.
Dang!
Yeah, and it's like he literally just refused to read the script to the movie. So Francis Ford Coppola was under the time constraint. It's like, fuck it, just turn the cameras on and just let him talk. And he did that for 15 hours.
Those poor editors that had to edit that to a sensible movie.
Yeah, well, kudos to them.
Yeah.
But yeah, they got one of the famous actors, to act, and now it was a question of what the main lead would be, and they cast what was his name is Martin Sheen, yeah, and but during the production, he suffered a real mental breakdown, and on camera, if you see the movie, he breaks a mirror in the beginning of the movie. That wasn't acting. He legit had a mental breakdown and actually punched the mirror and got his bloody up knuckles.
Wow!
And then literally was just like, he literally just suffered right in front of the camera. That is not acting.
That's the best way to get out the best scenes.
And he literally suffered a almost fatal heart attack because
Dang.
of the stress. So
I've heard that cocaine was involved with this movie.
a lot. Basically, since this was so hot and production was literally apocalyptic, the cast and crew literally resorted to cocaine by spending it with their salary on it to cope with like the situation. And one of the side characters played by Dennis Hopper, who later on played Bowser in the Mario movie, the one from 1993.
Oh yeah, that one. That one was terrible.
Terribly good.
Yeah, the dancing lizards.
Yeah, the dancing Goombas.
That damn dancing lizards.
Those damn dancing lizards. But yeah, so basically, he is like, he wanted to find his stature and how to act. And then when the director came out to like, what did you do? I said, well, and also Cope will probably do the job, and I'll do the rest from here. So yeah,